Hi, this is the video for Daf Shevui Ketubot Daf Lammed Heh, page 35. I think by now you realize these are some very difficult passages in the Talmud. Indeed, I would argue, at least from the material that I've learned, it's not that these are the most difficult, but it's the most ongoing sugyot. The passage never really seems to end. For 6, 7, up to 10 daf, we're continuing with the same discussion about when and if one can get two punishments for the same crime. And so, first of all, I just wanted to say, if you're having difficulty with this Gemara, that's understandable. Right? You shouldn't feel that frustrated. I mean, you can feel frustrated if you want to, but you shouldn't feel like all Gemara is always going to be like that. Like this. I hope you stick with us. I thought it might be a little bit helpful to explain a few terms that appear on a Breita at the end of the second half of the page. And that might help you understand some of the background. So the Breita has to do with categories of women who, if they are raped or if they are seduced, do not get the fine because the marriage either was annulled or the marriage was prohibited, or the relationship was prohibited, not marriage. So I thought it'd be helpful to go over some of the terms. The first term is arayot, which is forbidden sexual relations, and arayot usually means sexual relations that are prohibited by the Torah, incestual relations. So mother, daughter, sister, brother's sister, wife's sister, father's sister, daughter-in-law. Those are the general ones that are listed in Parshat Achremot in Leviticus chapters 18 and chapter 20. Some of them are punished with the punishment of karet, and some of them are punished with the death penalty. But these are the first level incest prohibitions. The shniyot la'arayot are secondary prohibitions. Usually they're one degree removed from the prohibitions. So, for instance, granddaughter or grandmother are secondary incest prohibitions. Actually, I think granddaughter is a primary sexual prohibition, and grandmother is a secondary one, and there are various other secondary sexual prohibitions. That's shniyot la'arayot. Mema'enet is a special case where a girl was married off by her mother or her brother after her father had died. According to the Torah, or at least the rabbinic understanding of the Torah, only a father can marry off his daughter when she's a minor. When she hits majority of age, which is 12 and a half according to the rabbis, only she can marry off herself. But before that age, only her father can. But if she does not have a father, her mother or brother can arrange her marriage. However, on this special circumstance, she has a right to refuse the marriage when she hits majority age. And that really annuls the marriage. It it's not like divorce, but it means the marriage never took place. And the last term I want to explain is the Ailonit. This comes up a lot in Masechet Ketubot. This is not a woman whose gender is not determined, such as an androgynous or a tumtum, which are two terms for women, for somebody whose gender is either male, female, or neither male nor female. An Ailonit is definitely a woman, but she never reaches puberty. And that means that she goes straight from being a ktana, a minor, to when she's 20, she's automatically considered a woman of majority age. So she doesn't have that in-between period, and this will be important as we go on. She does not have an in-between period in which she is considered a na'ara, a woman in between minor and major. That is the Ailonit. Sometimes you'll see it translated as infertile, and that may be true, but that really isn't determined until later. She is maybe today, I'm not an expert on this, someone with an extra X or an extra Y chromosome. I have to check that up. But maybe perhaps some kind of chromosomal disorder such that she never develops the signs of reaching puberty. All right, those are the terms. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful in understanding that Braita, and as the Gemara continues to give explanations for it that sometimes go against the normal understanding of those terms as we proceed.